you okay?
Yeah. Okay, mate.
I'm the man that walked out of fire.
It's all about being calm.
These guys have an almost fighter pilot mentality.
Goodness, Phoenix Gray is out! And it's the lights out and away we go! One kidney Jim is out. Look at this little battle between the Aston Martins have changed positions. On the back of them will reject it. The Aston Martin and the Alpine. The Aston Martin champion will reject it in front. He won't down the inside. He'll pull it. Oh, they're free wide out. They've been great to set. And once more they have a little niggle, but it is the Mercedes of Wesley that's through. It's your boy Alfie into the slits. Jimmy's using that battery. I'm a survivor. On the Dutch here, how we doing? How are you all? So we are here in Spa. Just bear with me. If you can hear it, I hope not. I'll move the mic away a bit. But I've got like a mint in my mouth to try and unblock my nose during the race. So I do apologise. Let me know about the sound. Let me know if the sound's good. If it's, if I'm too loud compared to the car sounds, just please let me know because I won't be able to hear it. So Isman is the first driver out. He's out on the mediums here in Spa-Francorchamps. I think that's how you say it, Francorchamps or something like that. Anyway, Little Drips is out as well. The Scotsman, Phoenix Gray, also residing from Scotland. Just going to the bottom of Arouge now. Banana Live Plays just following him out in the sister car of the Red Bull. And then we've got Daddy Cool in the Papaya just going down the Kemmel Straight. But it is Isman that leads the way. How you doing, mate? So, here we go through Les Fagnes and down towards Stavelot at turn 14. And it is Isman. I think Isman is the race leader, but I'll wait for somebody to confirm that. Just whilst we're on board there, I'm just going to do a quick sound check to see how loud the car is compared to me screaming, Sounds good to me. So we will do our first run on board with Isman. Goes a little bit deep there. But that won't matter. Here we go for our very first lap here in Belgium. Up towards turn 1 at La Source in the Williams car. Cheers, Dave. Appreciate it, mate. Through La Source, early on the throttle as we come out on the mediums, just running over the apex to the left-hand side. He's got a car in front of him as we go down towards the DRF detection, up Arouge and in towards Radalon. Down the Kemmel Straight we go. He's going to get a slipstream off the driver in front as he just breaks the air in front of him. He'll use him for as long as he possibly can. And down the Kemmel Straight we go into Les Combs at turn 5. Over the apex at turn 6 we go. Into Malmedy at turn 7. Using that curve to the left-hand side. He wants to go really close here in Brussels at turn 8. Nice and tight to the apex and then to the outside line as we go into No Name Corner at turn 9. And down towards Puhon for the Williams driver of Isman. In towards turn 10 and 11 we go, the long left-hander. And then down towards Les Fagnes at turn 12. Just hugging the apex on both sides. And his rears just slip out there as he comes down to turn 13. In towards Stavelot at turn 14. And that would have cost him a little bit of time as he comes through Paul Frere. And now down towards turn 16 at Blanchemont we go. What can Isman do in the Williams? On the medium compounds, he's not willing to risk any softs just yet. Up towards the chicane, the bus stop chicane at turn 18 and 19. And into the pit lane he goes. So he's not willing to carry on. Here comes Jonathan on an outlap. He's about to get going. Here comes Little Drips, the Scotsman. Over the apex at the bus stop chicane. The Alpine a little snap as he comes out. Down towards the line we go. And Little Drips will set the benchmark as a 1:43.9. Then it comes Bradders for an outlap. Phoenix Gray's just coming out of Paul Frere and down towards Blanchimont. I think he's backed out. Yeah, I think he has backed out. So who is that behind him? That is Banana Live Plays. Has he backed out? I think so. I don't know if he has. He's on a slow lap. A 1:44.5. Then comes Banana. A 1:43.8 goes fastest here in Q1. Then Daddy Cool in the Papaya goes into the pit lane. An unorthodox entrance into the pit lane. Ali at his home Grand Prix up to P2 in the Aston Martin. Invalidated it has Baton. So as BRT Jordan. Demir goes up to P5. Teammates with Phoenix Gray here in the RBs. The Scuderia of Cinders has also invalidated it. So it's really throwing me off and confusing me seeing the drivers in different cars than what I'm used to. It's really throwing me off. Jonathan, I'm just associated with like Aston Martin. Out of Paul Frere, down towards Blanchimont for the Red Bull driver. The Dutch driver. And he's not actually pushing. So, interesting. Bradders has invalidated it as well. Demir, what about Baton and Bradders? They are going again. I think Baton is in the Sauber as he comes through Momedi at turn 7. Yeah, literally, got you. That's what it is. Oh, no way, car snapped out, put me in the pits. Wow, Isman's out. Isman is out. Did he have, has he got a qualifying ban or something? That is crazy. So we are on board with Baton, coming down in towards turn 12, sorry, into Stavelot at turn 14. Through Paul Frere at turn 15. I think he might have just backed out there. He's got a little bit of traffic in front of him. No, he's carrying on here. Baton in the kick Sauber. Oh, that's the first challenge for Isman, it is. So, here comes Baton into the bus stop chicane for the kick Sauber driver. This does not look like a bad lap for Baton. Down towards the line he goes, and it's up to P4 in front of the two RB drivers. Daddy Cool can do no more. That is it. Daddy Cool has lost it through Radalon. The McLaren driver is out here in Belgium. Unbelievable. As long as Carlos Sainz gets a lap in, he is through into Q2. This is unbelievable. Adam Fleetwood is on his way out. So is Cinders. Ortron in the Mercedes, the South African driver. BRT Jordan also on an outlap. Jonathan, is he improving? He is coming out of the bus stop chicane. Down towards the line we go. Here comes the Dutchman to the line. And it's up to P5 on the mediums. Banana has invalidated it. Adam Fleetwood in the Haas just starting his lap. Coming into a Rouge. Hugging the apex into Radalon. And down the Kemmel straight we go for the Haas. And this is where the DRS will kick in. That rear wing will open. Bradders goes fastest, a 1:43.5 on the mediums. Here comes Adam Fleetwood. Oh, he's gone deep. He knows that he just has to set a lap to get through, though. The other two drivers are out. So he will definitely keep going, but he went deep there into Les Combs. Through Brussels he goes now. He's going to be very slow, but all he needs to do is get to the line and he's through. So, Banana has invalidated it. He's going to go again. Baton and Jonathan have set their laps. A couple of drivers on out laps. I think Banana is going to go again, but not sliding through La Source like that. He won't. That would have cost him a lot of time. So Ali, I'm going to keep my eyes on him tonight. His home Grand Prix. Let's see what he can do. 9 minutes of Q1 remaining. The two drivers already eliminated, Isman and Daddy Cool. That means every other driver, as long as they set a lap time, are through and into Q2. So the drivers will like a bit of that. GXRS Goblin in the Scuderia. Behind his teammate of Cinders, who is on a lap coming down towards Les Combs at turn 5. over the apex and into turn 6, in towards turn 7 at Malmedy. At Malmedy, sorry, I keep saying Malmedy, it's my, it's the British accent, but it's actually Malmedy. In towards Brussels and down towards No Name Corner for the Scarlet Ferrari. Just using that curve to the right hand side, and then in towards Pujon we go for the Scuderia. Oh no, wait. I accidentally used soft instead of mediums. I don't know what you've said there, Isman. Here comes Cinders into Paul Frere. And down towards Blanchimont for the Ferrari driver. He's currently P12. He's currently through to Q2, but he just wants to get a lap on the board. And he's used a lot of his battery through there. The DRS detection zone for coming down towards the source is actually just there. BRT Jordan in the Mercedes is up to P1 at 142.6. And through goes Cinders up to P10. What about Ortron? The South African driver in the other Mercedes goes deep into the bus stop chicane. Out of turn 19, down towards the line we go. And he is going to set a lap time. It's up to P10 for him. But remember, any driver sets a lap, they are through. Carlos Sainz, where are you guessing he's from? The Spaniard going in towards Pujon at turn 10. He's invalidating it. He only needs to get around without invalidating it, and he is through. It'll be the first time I've ever seen a driver get through without setting a lap time in full qualifying if Carlos Sainz doesn't set a lap. Goblin in the Ferrari coming into Malmedy at turn 7 and down towards Brussels at turn 8. See what the Scarlet Ferrari driver can do. He's got his teammate of Cinders in front of him. Is he going to help him out a little bit with some slipstream? No, just moves out of the way. Doesn't really want to hinder him, and that's absolutely fine. Goblin down in towards Pujon. That Mercedes just going off the track for him. Nicely done through at turn 11 for the Ferrari driver with his sort of purpley themed helmet. And his eyes just glazing through the visor. He knows what sort of race he's got ahead of him. There is going to be rain at some point in this Grand Prix right at the end. So the strategies are going to be very interesting. Through Paul Frere and down towards Blanchimont for the Scuderia driver. So in towards turn 17, down towards the DRS detection zone. And then in towards the bus stop chicane for GXRS Goblin. In towards turn 18 and 19, hugging both of the apexes. Early on the throttle, down towards the line we go. And Goblin goes up to P9. He is through. Carlos Sainz is back into the pit lane. And Dangerous Dave in the Aston Martin as well. They both need to just come out and just set a couple of laps. Phoenix Gray is into P2, 143.1 for the Visa Cash App RB driver. So brilliant lap time from him. And then we've got Bradders, Banana, Ali, Little Jerts, Baton, Jonathan, Goblin, Demir, Ortron, Cinders, Adam, Dangerous Dave, Daddy Cool is already out and Isman's already out. It's just Carlos Sainz, who is on his way out of the pit lane, who just needs to set a lap. That's all he needs. He doesn't even need to be quick about it, as Adam Fleetwood has just done with a 159. Doesn't need to be quick, just needs to be a lap on the board. So Carlos Sainz is back out, and we'll see what he can do. So Demir, I think Demir is actually on a lap here. The lap times are going to be pretty close. They're not short laps. When you go from the track that we did last week, was it Austria? Yeah, I think it was Austria. When you're talking one of the shortest tracks in the calendar, I think it is one of the shortest tracks, to one of the longest tracks in the calendar. It's not the longest track, I think it's the second to longest track on the calendar, which is Belgium. There's a huge difference there because you're just used to, when you're in Austria, you're used to bombing out laps 1, 2, 3, 4. But with Belgium, it's very different. The laps are a lot longer. There's more to go by. you've got to be a lot more patient with the overtakes, because in Austria, you're going to get an opportunity to overtake every half a lap. Halfway through the lap, you're going to get an opportunity to overtake. So you work it out, it's every 30 seconds, you've got a chance of overtaking somewhere. Completely different here in Spa. The drivers are going to have to be a lot more patient. They're going to have to wait for that opportunity, because once you go past the Kemmel Straight, little drips there, just spins it. Good job that he's not out, though. Little drips, needs to be careful. But, yeah, as I was saying, Carlos Sainz is on a lap. He just needs to set one, that's it. Once you get past the Kemmel Straight, so as you come up a Rouge, you hit Radalon, and then you go down the Kemmel Straight. This is pretty much the only overtaking opportunity that's clear as daylight. The Dutchie might be right, actually, yeah. I know that I thought Jeddah was the longest in terms of lap time, but I'm not sure. Yeah, once you get past the Kemmel Straight, it's very difficult to overtake. Good, experienced drivers can get an overtake going down towards Brussels, where Carlos Sainz is now. You can get an overtake up the inside of Pouhon. As you come out of Paul Frere down towards Blanchimont, you've got opportunities to overtake, but your actual, really true only opportunity to overtake is down the Kemmel Straight. And then you've got to wait another minute and 20, minute and 30 to get another opportunity. So it's about playing that long game. It's about being patient, and strategy will play a massive part in this race tonight. So Carlos Sainz taking it very, very easy around here. And that's all he's got to do. 2 minutes to go in qualifying. We already know the drivers that are going into Q2. Yeah. Isman. There's no way, look at this. Yeah, Carlos is going to get into Q2. And with an unbelievable lap time as well. Well played, Sainz. Dangerous Dave. He needs to do the same. He's got a minute to go. Oh, he's invalidated it, Dave. All you need to do is set a lap time. He's going to have another crack at this, though. He's coming out of Paul Frere, down towards Blanchimont. All he needs to do is get a lap time on the board, and he has qualified. A very climactic end to Q1. But it just means it's going to be way more exciting in Q2. Oh, Dangerous Dave needs to be careful. He needs to go and set a lap. I thought if he doesn't set a lap time, sometimes, because Danny Cool didn't set a lap time, but he's retired, sometimes the game will put you out, even though the other driver's retired. I'm hoping that's not the case here. Because at the moment, Dave is going out, and all he has to do is set a lap time. Any lap time. I'm hoping that's not the case. So Ortron is on a lap in the Mercedes. We do have Baton in the Sauber. He's just practicing a little bit. He's invalidated it, so he's not going to be able to improve. This is the end. The checkered flag has been waved. Carlos Sainz just moving out of the way. Ortron is down on his lap time. Demir is up. He's going for it. Purple sector 1 for Demir. In towards Malmedy. And in towards Brussels for the RB driver. And the Bosnian is just trying to put his talent to the test here as he comes down towards Pouhon at turn 10. I think he's just backed out there now. It seemed like he went a little bit short into Pouhon. And he's just trying to get to the line now. So what a very climactic end to Q1. I think Dangerous Dave maybe boosted it up a little bit, didn't he? Through Paul Frere goes Demir down towards Blanchimont. It's already looking very murky out there. I think there might be rain in qualifying, actually. The clouds are very grey, and where Spa is located, it's very prone to unusual weather forecasts, especially its mountain areas, surroundings, mountainous surroundings, should I say. So we will see now if Dave is out. Hopefully not. So, BRT Jordan is the fastest driver on track in Q1. Phoenix Gray in P2, Bradders P3. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. And he is. Dangerous Dave is out. Isman is out. Dangerous Dave is out. And Danny Cool is also out. So only 4 drivers will go into Q2. Dangerous Dave, all he needed to do was go around and set a lap time. That was it. Any lap time at all. He pitted when he could have gone round, and he is out of Q1. You've got to feel for him. You've really got to feel for him. But we move on to Q2. At least Dave's unique, because that is the first time I've ever seen a driver be eliminated from qualifying with no spaces to be eliminated left. Fair play to Dave. Right, into Q2. Is there going to be... I think a lot of drivers are going to rush out of the pit lane here because it looks like rain is on its way. So I think a lot of drivers are going to head out really quickly. BRT Jordan straight on that pedal. He is out. The Sauber of Baton is on his way out. Goblin is on his way out in the Ferrari. Carlos Sainz is on his way out. Banana, Phoenix Gray. Phoenix Gray is always the first driver out on track. And today's going to be no difference. Banana right behind him, coming up a Rouge. And that is Carlos Sainz all over the back of Phoenix Gray. And Ortron, Cinders, Jonathan and Little Drip still in the pit lane. If the rain starts to fall now, they might find themselves as being the 4 drivers out of Q2. It just depends when this rain comes, it really does. So, Jonathan is on his way out now. What about Cinders? Here he comes. Every single driver on an outlap. You don't see that very often. And that tells me straight away that the rain is coming. Phoenix Gray is the leader on track. There is a Mercedes chasing him down that wants to be the lead car. Oh, Jesus. He needs to be careful here, Jordan. He's racing him like he's in the race already. And the Mercedes goes around the outside of Blanchimont. Oh, wait. Right, so Phoenix Gray in at the Sauber. And going up towards the bus stop chicane. And I'm guessing the Mercedes is trying to hurry up, isn't he? Because if the rain comes, it's really going to alter him. It's really going to hinder him, sorry. So down towards La Source we go here in Q2. The clouds are getting greyer here in Spa. We are on board with the Visa Cash App RB. Out of La Source we go down towards a Rouge at turn 2. And the V-Carb will lead us through a Rouge and in towards Radalon. Make sure he doesn't invalidate. Down the Kemmel Straight we go. DRS is enabled. Is he getting a little bit of a slipstream from that Mercedes in front as we shoot down towards Les Combs at turn 5 and 6? Over the apexes we go for the V-Carb and in towards Malmedy at turn 7. Malmedy down towards Brussels at turn 8, slams on the brake into the dust of that Mercedes in front, around turn 8 and down towards No Name Corner at turn 9, hitting the apex to the right hand side, nearly onto the gravel, but on the absolute limits here, Phoenix Gray, down towards Pujon at turn 10, and into the long left-hander, in towards turn 11 we go, and down towards Les Fagnes at turn 12. We've got the Red Bull behind him. That is B-Right, Banana Live plays. Down towards Stavelot we go now for the V-Cab. The Mercedes still in front of him. Oh, he runs wide onto the gravel, but didn't hinder him too much as we go through Paul Frere. This lap has to be bang on, especially if the rain comes. Down towards Blanchimont we go in on board with the V-Cab. It's going to be Jordan that crosses the line first, though. Round turn 16 and 17. Down towards the bus stop chicane. Jordan slides in towards the bus stop chicane. The Mercedes driver a little little bit deep there, and Phoenix Grey is on his tail. Jordan a 142.2, Phoenix Grey a 142.7, Banana a 143.8. These times will matter. The Sauber driver of Baton's coming through on the mediums, a 144.3 in front of Carlos Sainz. Bradders is going to be next in the Alpine. The Ferrari of Goblin a 143.5 goes up to P3. Bradders down towards the line, up to P3 in the Alpine. We've got the Aston Martin of Ali Allier's home Grand Prix, and Adam Fleetwood goes up to P4, Demir up to P7, and Ali goes up to P3 in his home Grand Prix. Cinders is on a lap. What about Little Drips and Jonathan? The Scotsman comes out of the bus stop chicane, down towards the line we go. Little Drips is up to P10, he's now the driver at risk. Jonathan to the line up to P8 in the Red Bull and just behind his teammate, and now it's all on Cinders. If the rain comes now, it's Little Drips, Carlos Sainz, Altron and Cinders that will go out. Baton will make it through on the mediums if the rain does come. Into the bus stop chicane for Cinders. Nice line through there, a little bit short on the exit. Down towards the line, and Cinders with a 146.3 in that Scarlet Ferrari. The thing is, though, Baton can go for another lap here on the mediums. He can pretty much go until the rain comes. So, the man from Belgium is looking likely to go through into Q3 at the moment. It does look very grey up there in the sky over the mountains, but there is no rain just yet. I do wonder if any of the drivers will come in and get some fresh boots on and try again, or if any of the drivers are going to just build up their battery charge and go again. That is the question. BRT Jordan wanted to be first. He was. Oh, driver just coming through on a lap there. I think that was the Alpine Little Drips who's invalidated it, and into the pit lane he goes. And BRT Jordan is into the pits. And Baton messed up there. Sorry guys, I was just sorting something out. Right, so Goblin Banana is on another lap. He's actually improving. The Red Bull driver, he's up on his lap time out of the bus stop chicane. A slight snap of the rears, but up to P6. And that could make a huge difference come the end of this qualifying session. Carlos Sainz is on his way back out. Baton in the Sauber, coming down towards the line. He's going to stay P10. I think that was just a lap to recharge the batteries. And BRT Jordan, Ali retires. They're not going to do any more here. Demir is on his way back out. 7 minutes to go, and still the rain is not here. And that is going to make it really interesting for some of these drivers. So, Baton has invalidated it. He'll be kicking himself about that. I'm surprised Altron in the Mercedes is not back out either, because he has to improve to get into Q2. But he's not rushing out, is he? Little Drips and Carlos Sainz are, though. Little Drips just moving out of the way of the Sauber of Baton, who's invalidated it. But Carlos Sainz will start a flying lap here. Up towards La Source we go in the Williams. A little bit deep in towards La Source there, but it's not the worst entrance in the world into turn one. Down towards a Rouge. In towards turn 2 and 3, and then into Radalon and down the Kemmel Straight for the Spaniard. I don't know if it was Spa or not, but I'm pretty sure that Spa used to be like a lot bigger. I'm pretty sure that like they made the circuit smaller. Like it used to go. Oh, he's invalidated it. Oh, you can see the frustration as he swings the steering wheel left and right. You can see how frustrated he is with himself after that silly invalidation. And nothing more needs to be said about that because Carlos Sainz said it all. But I'm pretty sure Spa used to be a lot bigger than what it is. I'm sure the track used to go into the mountains and everything. So Demir is now on a lap. A little drip in the Alpine coming into a Rouge. And in towards Radalon and down the Kemmel Straight for the Alpine driver. Alpine, the most improved car in 2024. Especially if you've seen him in the first couple of races of the season. In towards Malmedy at turn 7 and down towards Brussels. Oh, is that right, the Dutchie? Yeah, I thought it was something like that. It's nice to have you here who's so knowledgeable as well. I read things and then I forget them, but then they pop up and I'm like, is it true? Was that right? I can't remember. But I do so many videos on like F1 knowledge and stuff, and then I forget, and then I like when I'm watching a race, it'll just pop up and I'm like, is that right? Like, down towards Paul Frere, purple sector 2 for Little Drips, and the Mercedes driver just moving out the way there. That was Ortron, who is on an outlap. Carlos Sainz going up towards Blanchimont. There is a driver, Carlos Sainz, Little Drips was going up towards Blanchimont. Carlos Sainz is going down towards Les Combs, up towards the bus stop chicane for Little Drips. What about Demir? He's right behind him going up towards the bus stop chicane. Jonathan is out. Jonathan has crashed it. He's in P10. Little Drips goes up to P9. Carlos Sainz, Baton, Demir stays into P8. Jonathan has crashed it. Baton on an outlap. Carlos Sainz is improving, it looks like. Ortron starts his lap very deep in towards La Source for the Mercedes driver. Cinders is back into the pit lane. I'm not sure he's going to have enough time to go again. Here comes Bradders down the Kemmel Straight. Cinders is out in Q2. Bradders is on a lap. Goblin starting his lap up towards La Source, but he's backed out as soon as his lap started. Oh, I think he's just ended a lap and just spins it there in towards La Source. Demir and Little Drips. I think Little Drips has gone really wide and invalidated it into Brussels. Carlos Sainz, the rain is here. 3 minutes to go in qualifying. The rain has arrived. Carlos Sainz is right at the end of his lap. This is it to see if he can go through. Carlos Sainz is out. He does improve, but he is out. Ortron is in the middle of the circuit with the rain bouncing off the track, and he's invalidated as well. Ortron is out. And Baton, there's no way he can improve from here. He's only on an outlap, and the rain has started falling. And that is it. Baton, Carlos Sainz, Ortron, and Cinders go out in Q2. The rain finally arrived. Baton is going to still chance it. He only needs to find, well, he needs to actually find, he only needs to find 0.2 of a second to knock Little Drips out. This will be interesting. Let's keep on board with him. If he does this, this will be one hell of a drive from the Sauber driver. Out of La Source we go. Down towards the Rouge with the kick Sauber driver of Baton. Up a Rouge and in towards Radalon. Down the Kemmel Straight now for Baton. Is he going to be up or down as we go to the end of Sector 1? As we hit Les Combs at Turn 5. Is he up or down for Baton? In towards Turn 5. He is down ever so slightly. And there's a car off the track there. Baton in towards Malmedy at Turn 7. Down towards Brussels at Turn 8. The rain is falling, but it is still dry tyres. Baton, if he manages to improve here, this will be incredible. Little Drips is watching on with anticipation through the corner with No Name. Down towards Pujon at Turn 10. Can he pull something out of the hat here as he just has to let off the throttle as he goes around the double left-hander out of turn 11 and down towards Les Fagnes at turn 12. I was trying to look for the split sector time, but it is coming down towards Stavelot. He's still valid here, Baton. Through Stavelot, and he's down 1.2 on his lap time. It was just too much to ask. Fair play for trying, though. Fair play for trying. But really unfortunate. Nothing he could do from this point, especially when the rain started falling. So Baton is out, Carlos Sainz is out, Little Drips is through and into Q3. Wow. Jonathan is into Q3, but because he crashed out, he won't participate. So this is the first race that we've had, I think, that I can remember all season where there's not been the correct number of drivers participate in any of the qualifying sessions. We had 2 go out in Q1, we've had 4 go out in Q2 because somebody crashed out as well, and now we're going to have 9 participate in Q3. So we move on. And if anybody's wondering, the home hero of Ali Ali is still in this Grand Prix. So BRT Jordan is the fastest driver on track in Q2. Phoenix Gray and Brad is in P3. Ali Ali and Adam Fleetwood in P4 and P5. But it's the bottom 5 that we're interested in. It's Cinders that goes out. I think it's Danny Cool that starts in P15. Cinders out in P14. Ortron, the South African, in the Mercedes out in P13. Carlos Sainz in the Williams out in P12. Baton in the Kick Sauber going out in P11. And Jonathan, after crashing out, does do enough to easily make it through into Q3, but crashes out and will not participate in the next qualifying session. So into Q3 we go. And Bradders is still in the pit lane. The rain is falling. But it'll be interesting to see what the drivers' lap times are. Because surely the rain's only going to get heavier. I know the race is going to be starting dry. But it is going to start raining at the end of the race. There's the safety car. Just making sure that the drivers don't have any accidents in qualifying whilst the rain's there. Phoenix Gray will be the first driver out. And will be the first driver to settle up. I'm just going to grab a quick drink, guys. So we are on board with Phoenix Grey as he goes slipping and sliding in the rain. Down towards P1 at turn 10 for the Visa Cash App RB. He's got BRT Jordan behind him. Bradders is just coming to the end of his outlap to start his flying lap as the rain continues to bombard the track. Phoenix Grey in towards Les Fagnes at turn 12 and 13. That Mercedes starting to catch up to him behind. In towards Stavelot at turn 14. Down towards Curvapol Frere at turn 15. And just navigating that car around this tricky, slippery circuit. Down towards Blanchimont at turn 16 and at 17. Flat out now for the VCARB driver. Up towards the bus stop chicane. This is the provisional pole for the Belgium Grand Prix. Into turn 18 and 19. Needs to be easy on the throttle. Pedal to the metal. Down towards the line. Slipping and sliding with 155.7. And BRT Jordan with a 154.5. Here comes Adam Fleetwood in the house. Going to be next to the line. Goes up to P4. Ali at his home Grand Prix at 155.6 here in Belgium. What about Demir, the Bosnian driver, being extra cautious as he comes to the line? Will go up to P6. Goblin and Little Drips is into the pit lane. GXRS Goblin in the scooter rear going down towards the bus stop chicane. What can the Ferrari driver do? BRT Jordan has been on another level here in qualifying, and the Ferrari runs deep but doesn't invalidate. It will get a lap on the board and up to P2. What an incredible lap by GXRS Goblin in the Ferrari. Little Drips is in the pit lane. Bradders has invalidated it. And the rain continues to batter this mountainous circuit here in Spa. So BRT Jordan on provisional pole, and I don't see anybody beating that. And there's a Red Bull just in front of him. The thing is, a lot of these drivers will do numerous laps on these intermediates, so the drivers need to be careful not to block each other. As BRT Jordan, I think, might have just hindered 2 or 3 drivers, but they would have been on in-laps, wouldn't they, building up their battery? That's the only good thing about the rain, the battery. So Bradders will go again. Upper Rouge into Radlon and down the Kemmel Straight. Little Drips is back out. Both the Alpines in P8 and 9 here. Remember, Jonathan Curran in the Aston Martin. Jonathan in the Aston Martin, sorry. Habit that. Jonathan in the Red Bull. Jonathan does some absolutely incredible things for MSC. Honestly, if you've seen the hard work that the guys at MSC put in, I'm talking Phoenix, I'm talking Demir, I'm talking JK, I'm talking all the other admins, like, it's absolutely incredible the work they put in. But Jonathan, my God, what he does with social media and, you know, end of season stuff and all the highlights and the clips and the work and all the computer stuff and the overlays and the graphics and everything that he puts in, my God, you would be impressed if you've seen the behind the scenes. The man is incredibly talented. So it's a shame not to see him participate in Q3. His teammate is in P5. Here comes Bradders. He is absolutely throwing that Alpine around. Down towards Blanchimont we go. Oh, Dutchy, the deal, man. Oh, my God. And only MSC deserve that. Absolutely deserve it. The community that they've built and the calibre of drivers they've asserted is incredible. Bradders to the line. Bradders has gone provisional pole. A 153.9 from the Britsman. The British driver. Bradders in the Alpine is up to P1. He did look like he was absolutely flying, though. I thought that the track would get slower, but yeah, that is, yeah, F7R Bradders, BRT Jordan, GXRS Goblin, and VDV Ali, and then Phoenix Grey. I think that's actually 5 different ones. Banana Live Plays has gone up to P2. This track is heating up, my God. A 154.5 from Banana Rama Plays. BRT Jordan in P3 now. GXRS Goblin is improving. He's 7 tenths up. But here comes Adam Fleetwood up to P4. He improves by 1.3 seconds. Goblin coming in towards Blanchimont. He's 7 tenths of a second up now. Down towards the bus stop chicane for the Scuderia. He is improving. Is it going to be enough to go on to provisional pole with 3 minutes of this qualifying session remaining? Down towards the line for Goblin. He is improving, but not enough. Up to P2. What a lap. Phoenix Gray's on an outlap. Little Drips is on a flyer. He's coming down towards Les Fagnes at turn 12 and 13. Ali into the pit lane. BRT Jordan is still in the pits. Both the RBs, Phoenix and Demir, on outlaps. Little Drips coming through Paul Frere and down towards turn 16. What can the Alpine driver do? Remember, no DRS in the rain. Make sure you stay tuned for the race as well. It's a dry race and then it becomes wet at the end. Little Drips into the bus stop chicane. Can the Scotsman improve on his lap time? Early on the throttle, coming down towards the line. Little Drips goes up to P8. Demir is down to P9, but he will improve. We'll go on board with Phoenix Grades. He comes out of La Source at turn 1. 2 minutes of this qualifying session remain here in Spa. Into a Rouge goes the RB. Through Radalon and down the Kemmel Straight. That is Ali on an outlap as well. BRT Jordan is now back out of the pit lane for one last crack at this. Down towards Les Combs at turn 5 and 6 for Phoenix Grays. 2 tenths of a second up. Bradders can do no more. Into Malmedy at turn 7. Down towards Brussels at turn 8. The hairpin. And then through towards the no-name corner at turn 9. And being very careful through there is Phoenix Gray. Down towards Puhon we go for the Scotsman. Through the double left-hander of turn 10 and 11. And then in towards turn 12 we go. Just hugging the apex to the right-hand side. Not too much so you don't want to slip out. In towards turn 13. Down towards Stavelot at turn 14 we go. Phoenix Gray, is he finding that improvement? We're about to see. He is. He's 1.3 seconds up. That's going to put him around P2's time. Out of Paul Frere and down towards Blanchimont. He will burn this battery now that he's saved all around this lap. Through Blanchimont and up towards the bus stop chicane. Phoenix Gray looking absolutely rapid here into the bus stop chicane at turn 18 and 19. And the Flying Scotsman living up to his name. Down towards the line he goes. And Phoenix Gray goes P2. A 154.1. What a lap. Demir in the other RB. He's 3 tenths of a second up. The Haas of Adam Fleetwood also 4 tenths of a second up. These are both finding improvement. The checkered flag has now waved here in Belgium. That is it. Little Drips can do no more. Banana Rama is out. Bradders has given up. It is all on Adam Fleetwood in the MoneyGram Haas. Through Blanchimont we go. Adam Fleetwood bidding to get pole position here. His battery has burned. It's all on his driving skills now. Into the bus stop chicane. He's looking very good on lap time here. Out of the final chicane. Down towards the line. This could be pole. Adam goes pole. A 152.5 for Adam Fleetwood. Demir coming out of the bus stop chicane. He's 1.4 up. Down towards the line. Demir takes P7. The Ferrari of GXRS Goblin is nearly a second up on his lap time as he comes down towards Blanchimont. The Scuderia driver, he could potentially take as he just knocks that billboard down to avoid anybody else getting any help. In towards the bus stop chicane this time is looking very quick as well. This is going to be super competitive and close to Adam Fleetwood's time. I don't think he's done enough. Goblin goes up to P2. It's all on the Aston Martin of Ali Ali's home Grand Prix and BRT Jordan in the Mercedes. Ali Ali is improving into the bus stop chicane for the hometown hero. Out of turn 19 we go. Pedal to the metal, down to the line. Ali Ali goes up to P3, but it's BRT Jordan that invalidates it. Adam Fleetwood takes pole in Belgium. Adam Fleetwood and the hometown boy of Ali Ali is on the second row of the grid here in Belgium. What an end to qualifying. And yeah, I was just literally about to say the exact same thing, man. The track evolution is absolutely crazy. Everybody was just finding improvement, weren't they? I genuinely believed it was going to be the opposite way round. I thought that the drivers would start to lose time, but it seemed as though the more rain that fell, the faster the intermediates became, which obviously makes sense now you say it, but... So, Adam Fleetwood takes pole position here in Belgium. It's Goblin in the Ferrari that starts alongside him on the front row. On the second row of the grid, it's Ali Ali from Belgium. In Belgium, in the Aston Martin in P3. Bradders in the Alpine alongside him in P4. It's an all-Scottish lockout on the third row of the grid. P5 is Phoenix Grey in the V-Carb and Banana in the Red Bull in P6. BRT Jordan in the Mercedes on the fourth row of the grid in P7 and Demir alongside him in the V-Carb in P8. Little Drips in P9 in the Alpine and Jonathan Curran in the Red Bull. Complete your top 10. We do have a break now, guys. The race will resume at 9 o'clock. This gives me a break, gives you a break, and then it is all go here in Belgium. So 5 minutes, nobody ready up, and make sure you're back for 9 o'clock UK time for the race. Yeah, sorry, mate. I've got no tunes for you. We are going to go racing. I've got an action-packed race for you, though. So, a couple of the drivers struggling with their strategies. But here we go. So, yeah, because it's rain at the end of the race, isn't it? So it'll be interesting to see the strategies of the drivers and stuff. Here we go. Davis says Goblin for the win. Good luck to all the drivers. Let's have a clean entrance to La Source at turn 1. Here we go. This is it for the Belgium Grand Prix here in MSC. And it's the lights out and away we go. Down towards two. What are the sorts of Ferraris round? Goblin is into the wall. He's got damage. Brothers is up 2 places. BRT Jordan up 3. In towards La Source. There is drama at the start of this Grand Prix. Demir is round. Little Drips is round. Daddy Cool's had a slight mistake as Goblin goes through. Carlos Sainz and Autrin. Ali is home Grand Prix is off the track at the top of Rouge and down the Kemmel Straight. Cinders goes through in the Scarlet Ferrari, and there goes BRT Jordan on banana line, plays wheel to wheel as we go in towards Let's Comes, and it is the Mercedes driver that comes out on top. Isman is already up 11 places in the Williams and up to P6. What a start to the Grand Prix for him. Here goes BRT Jordan on Adam Fleetwood. The man that started on pole position is now down to P3 and onto the rear diffuser of that Mercedes in front, who chases down the leader, going down towards Buhon at turn 10. Wow, what an eventful start to this Grand Prix. Isman on the back of Phoenix Grey. Is he going to be able to chase him down? He's going to try and go for the move up the inside as we go in towards Les Fagnes. They touch. Oh, and Isman and Phoenix Grey nearly collide. And here comes the Sauber driver at Baton. He's up 4 places. Ali is through on Carlos Sainz. And the Williams driver, and Ali is through on Cinders. The Ferrari driver losing a position. Here comes Carlos Sainz now wheel to wheel through Paul Frere. Nothing Cinders can do about that one. Here comes the South African. What about Baton on Isman? He's going to go later on the brakes into towards the bus stop chicane. The Sauber driver and the Williams. Wow, they did well to get through there side by side. So it is Bradders at the end of lap 1 that leads the Belgian Grand Prix. BRT Jordan is in P2, Adam Fleetwood in P3. Goblin is into the pit lane. It's going to be a long way back for him now in Belgium. And did BRT Jordan get DRS? Adam Fleetwood is all over the back of him. He did get DRS, and that would have helped him. Bradders just not quick enough to get away. There goes Baton, and he's going to go for the double overtake down towards Les Combs. Baton goes for the move on Phoenix Grey, just backs out, not able to complete the double overtake, but gets through past Isman. The Williams driver down towards Brussels they go, and the flare from the cars in front. And BRT Jordan not able to find the pace to close the gap towards Bradders. And there goes Autrin on at Cinders, the Ferrari driver on the inside, and the Mercedes goes round the outside and says thank you very much. BRT Jordan already with a 3-second time penalty. That's critical for his race. Here comes the Williams, having a little peek up the inside of Baton in that Sauber, who's already flashing. And Dangerous Dave in the Aston Martin up 8 places. He's there as well. Isman looking for a move past the Sauber in front. Let's have a look at tyres. So mediums for Bradders, that's why he's taking off. Hards for everybody else. Autran starting on the softs. So the majority of the grid has started on hards. So he might miss out on DRS here. Baton and Isman wheel to wheel through the bus stop chicane. And it is Isman that comes out in front, up to P6. BRT Jordan has lost that DRS going down in towards La Source. Dangerous Dave goes up the inside of the kick. Sauber and Baton with the old switcheroo. Can't get his foot down quick enough. Banana is through on Adam Fleetwood as they go towards the bottom of a Rouge. They'll both get DRS. Adam Fleetwood all over the back of Banana. Rama plays. Down the Kemmel Straight we go. They both get the rear wing open. BRT Jordan won't though. And look how rapidly the two drivers behind are catching up to him. Goblin is through on Demir as he goes into the pit lane. Isman on Phoenix Grey in towards Les Combs and through Malmedy at turn 7. Baton, Dangerous Dave now up to P7. What about Autran on the back of Carlos Sainz? The Spaniard and the South African. It is Bradders that leads. BRT Jordan in P2, but he has a time penalty. Banana Rama still there as well as the go round Pujon. Adam Fleetwood now picking up a time penalty. Isman is looking for an opening. Remember, he started on the mediums, goes later on the brakes, round the outside of Adam Fleetwood, and what a move from Isman. He is absolutely flying on these mediums. In towards Stavelot and down towards Paul Frere. He's already closing the gap on Banana in front. And Autran on the back of Carlos Sainz, round Stavelot and into Paul Frere. And he's very close to the Williams in front. And down towards Blanchimont. Yellow flag is waving. That's the McLaren of Daddy Cool that is rounding the papaya. Autran went for the move and backed out. Thought better of it. Daddy Cool's still on the grass. Isman setting the fastest lap of this Grand Prix. Will it go around the outside in towards La Source? Later on the brakes he goes. Banana gets a good exit, but the grip will come out on top for the medium runner. He's not going to have DRS though. Banana might get that position back. Into a Rouge and down the Kemmel Straight. BRT Jordan did get DRS on Bradders. Autran is through on Carlos Sainz. Into a Rouge we go. Has he made the move too early? Dangerous Dave is through on Phoenix Grey. But look at this from Dangerous Dave. Makes the move on Adam Fleetwood. In towards Les Combs. Phoenix Grey tries to make the move. Banana is rounded onto the gravel. Jonathan says thank you very much on Isman. Up to P7. Isman through on Jonathan. Wow, it's getting tasty now. So Dangerous Dave now up to P3. What a race for him. Here comes Baton, the Sauber driver on the RB. And Phoenix Grey just struggling a little bit now. And Little Drips is out of this Grand Prix in the pit lane. And the front two are 3.5 seconds clear of the rest of the pack. Autran still chasing down Carlos Sainz. Into Paul Frere we go. The Mercedes driver into the slipstream, the Williams in front. That's going to give him that extra little bit of boost. He moves over to the right. And Autran on the back of Carlos Sainz into Blanchimont. And Autran round the outside he goes. In towards the bus stop chicane. But the Williams and the Mercedes, they go later on the brakes. The AMG driver, but the Williams slots in behind him and lunges up the inside. Oh, Carlos Sainz will be kicking himself for that. BRT Jordan well within DRS range of Bradders now. Are them hard tyres starting to come into play? BRT Jordan, he qualified on pole in Q1, qualified on pole in Q2, missed out in Q3, and now he's fighting for the lead. Baton is through on Phoenix Grey. What about Adam Fleetwood in front? Is he going to get an opportunity at the Haas driver? He is in towards, and he tries to switch it back, hits the back of the Haas driver. Through Malmedy and down towards Brussels at turn 9. Later on the brakes goes the Sauber driver, but the Haas will hold on And the Sauber driver will have to try again. Through no-name corner. Jonathan with a 3-second time penalty. Ali on the back of Jonathan now. Look at these, all within that DRS train. BRT Jordan is chasing down Bradders on different strategies though. And what about Isman on Phoenix? Great, into Blanchimont they go. He's super close. He's going to go for the lunge up the inside into the bus stop chicane. And Phoenix Great and Isman go wheel to wheel. Did he collect a bit of his front wing there? In towards La Source. Bradders runs deep. Jordan all over the rear wing of that Alpine in front. Down towards the Rouge we go. And the Mercedes basically pushing him through Radalon down the Kemmel Straight. And this is going to be an easy pass for BRT Jordan. And the Mercedes driver goes into the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. What about Ali on Jonathan? And Ali, the Belgian driver, getting an overtake for the fans. And up to P8. Isman still on the back of Baton in that Sauber. Bradders will try and stay with Jordan for pretty much as long as possible, considering he's on the median compounds, the same as Isman as well. And look at this for Isman. He got an unbelievable exit into P1 and up to P5. He does run wide though. And Baton will slot into P6. That was a great overtake from Isman. You can tell Bradders is just starting to struggle a little bit to control the car, but that is obviously normal considering he's on the mediums and every other driver on the hards, apart from Isman, obviously. And Isman is chasing down Adam Fleetwood in front. As long as Bradders can stay within DRS range of Jordan, that will make or break his race. So Bradders does get DRS. He'll open that rear wing and up towards La Source we go. You see the rest of the grid in the background. Just coming out of the bus stop chicane. Into La Source we go. Bradders gets a good exit down towards the Rouge. He will get that DRS. So he's managed to keep it for another lap. Into Radalon and down the Kemmel Straight. He got a good exit and Bradders is going to take the lead back off BRT Jordan. The Alpine driver is back into the lead. Adam Fleetwood is front, Dangerous Dave, and so is Isman. Isman and Adam Fleetwood are through on the Aston Martin driver. BRT Jordan, look at this. Under the inside of the Alpine driver, and this might be slowing him down. Isman is exactly the same with the Haas. He got an overtake here on the last lap. He's going to try again on lap 7, down towards Pujon. Oh, and Adam Fleetwood runs wide and picks up another penalty. What about Demir on Danny Cool into the slipstream? The RB on the papaya. Down towards Les Combs. And it is Demir that gets through and up to P15. Touches the apex at turn 6. In towards Malmedy at turn 7. And he'll start to pull away from that McLaren behind. Here comes BRT Jordan down towards Blanchimont. Is he going to be patient and back out of this? He is. You can hear him just lifting off the throttle. He doesn't want to make the move too early and leave himself open down the Kemmel Straight. Through the bus stop chicane. Oh, he got so much of a better exit, but he can't go for the overtake just yet. He is waiting. He's being patient. What do Bradders do? Down towards La Source, fighting for the lead of the Grand Prix. He hits the back of the Alpine. And BRT Jordan, being as patient as ever, has left himself open a bit for the gap behind as Adam Fleetwood has closed a second on the front two. Through a roost they go, into the Kemmel Straight. He's pushing him down the DRS. And he moves over to the right-hand side. BRT Jordan will go back into the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. Here comes Isman on Adam Fleetwood, and into the podium places is the Williams driver. Jonathan on Ali Ali did try and go for the move, just a little bit late. What a battle at the front. We're on lap 8. BRT Jordan, a slight mistake there. Through the corner with no name. And the thing is, Bradders is staying with BRT Jordan really well. And this is going to benefit his race massively here. Especially considering he started on the mediums, Bradders. And Isman as well. He started on the mediums. And he's now starting to pull away a little bit from Adam Fleetwood. Has there been a mistake by the Haas driver? What about Jonathan on Ali Ali over the curb at Stavelot? And here comes Bradders. He's closing the gap to that Mercedes in front as they go in towards the bus stop chicane. Jordan just coming through turn 18 and 19 and down towards La Source. Look how close Bradders is to Jordan. They're going to switch places again. The clouds are starting to build up in the sky. Bradders is going to get that rear wing open, but Jordan got a really good exit out of turn 1 into a Rouge, down through Radalon, into the Kemmel Straight, and that rear wing will open for the Alpine. And look at this, he is going to move back into the lead. The Alpine driver on the mediums takes P1, and that is going to help Isman. Here comes Baton and Dangerous David go wheel to wheel in towards Les Combs at turn 5. The Aston Martin has the inside line, but Baton is through as they go into Malmedy. Ali Ali and Jonathan still in P8 and P9. BRT Jordan, every single time he gets behind Bradders, because Bradders is slower on the mediums, he's opening up the door for Isman and Adam Fleetwood and Baton and Dangerous Dave all to catch up to them. The gap was like 4.5 seconds. It's now 2.6 because look, Jordan is practically pushing Bradders through the corners in the slower sections of this track. The gap is now 2.3 as they come through Stavelot into Paul Frere. But the Mercedes driver, he can't do anything else. If he goes for the attack and passes Bradders, he gives Bradders the DRS down the Kemmel Straight. But surely you've just got to do that and work together at this point to get away from the drivers behind. Dangerous Davis through on Baton into Blanchimont. What an overtake that is. Here comes Ali Ali on the Red Bull of Jonathan Curran. Can Ali Ali at his home Grand Prix make the move? In towards the bus stop chicane we go. He's going out wide so he can dive into the corner. He does try and switch it back. It's not come off this time. Through La Source go Bradders and Jordan. The gap is now 1.5. Isman is within touching distance of the front two. In towards the Rouge they go. Through. Oh, Danny Cool has left the session. Down the Kemmel Straight we go. Here comes Jordan and Bradders once more. They nearly touch. They're very close on track. This is where Isman will lose time, but Jordan is now the driver in front. What about Ali Ali on Jonathan? Around the outside of the Red Bull driver as we go into turn 5. The Aston Martin goes up to P8. Ortron on the back of Goblin down towards La Source. The Ferrari driver just locking up them tyres. This is a really exciting race. So interesting as well. You just do not know what's coming next. So Bradders is still staying with Jordan here, and Isman is starting to catch up. The more that Jordan and Bradders scrap it out, the better it is for Isman, because he's just catching up. Remember, Bradders and Isman started on mediums. This is now their chance to pit. This is where you would ideally pit if you started on mediums. Remember, we are going to get rain at the end of this Grand Prix, though. Jordan stays out. Bradders is into the pit lane. We said it was pit time. Isman stays out. Bradders goes into the pit lane. Jordan has been left out on his own now in front, and this is where he needs to knuckle down and get his foot down. Bradders into the pits and onto the hard compound. I think that's a very smart move. I think Isman should have maybe done the same, because if the rain is going to come at the end of this Grand Prix, now is the best time to get on the hards and get some laps in. Bradders comes out just behind Banana. Ortron is through on Goblin round the outside of Blanchimont. The Ferrari trying to hold on as they go down towards the bus stop chicane. Later on the brakes goes Goblin, and that's one way of defending. Baton on Dangerous Dave, in towards Malmedy at turn 7 and down towards Brussels. That is Jonathan through on Ali is into the wall. Luckily for him, it is time to pit anyway. So may as well go on to the mediums now, but he's got no front wing, and the hometown hero in front of his home fans. Not what they wanted to see, as he just touches the gravel as well. Bradders all over the rear diffuser of that Red Bull in front. He's going to have so much more grip. Moves over to the left. He's going to go later on the brakes on Banana, and Banana doesn't want to fight this. Smart move from him. 2.1 is the gap to Jordan and Isman. Ali with that 3-second time penalty. Ortron on the back of Goblin. In towards the corner with no name, onto the gravel goes the South African in that Mercedes. We are halfway through this Grand Prix and it's like it just started. BRT Jordan is your race leader to Isman in P2, Adam Fleetwood in P3. Cinders is round. The Ferrari of Cinders is round, but he's not got damage, so that's good. Orchard's still on the back of Goblin in the other Ferrari. Daddy Cool is out of this Grand Prix. Really unfortunate for him. What about Baton on Dangerous Dave? He's chasing him down, but he's just not closing the gap, even with that rear wing open. Oh, that is Orchard that's through on Goblin. Goblin will try the old switcheroo coming out of the bus stop chicane down towards La Source. The Ferrari driver gets a good exit. He's going to go later on the brakes in towards turn 1. Can the Mercedes hold him off? He does. But for how long as they go down towards a Rouge? Banana is sticking with Bradders really well. And GXRS Goblin, Upper Rouge, into Radalon and down the Kemmel straight, and he's going to go for this overtake once more. And the Mercedes driver got it done, but not for long as the Ferrari comes back through. Demir is going to try and make a move as well. The RB driver goes in to P13 and down towards Lescoms. Demir is through, Ortron is through on Demir, who makes a mistake in Malmedy at turn 7. Goes deep, does the Mercedes driver. Baton and Dangerous Dave as they said, they need to work together. That is Orchard through on Goblin. Oh, they touch. Oh, here comes Demir as well to get involved in the action. It's not just at the front that the drivers are racing. You need to remember that. As Orchard goes through on Goblin in the Ferrari, in towards Paul Frere. Demir watches on. Is he going to see an opening between both of these drivers? Down towards Blanchimont. Goblin is back in front, but here comes Demir, who moves in front of the Mercedes driver. Slots in between both of them. Down towards the bus stop chicane, into the slipstream of that Scuderia in front. Locks up the tyres to try to avoid contact. The drivers on the hard tyres are going to try and stay out till the rain hits, I'm sure of it. I want to just see the interval to the leader. So from Bradders to Jordan is 15 seconds. That's an interesting stat. Here comes Demir. He's going to have DRS. Down the Kemmel straight we go now. And the Bosnian driver on the back of the Brit. DRS open, rear wing, letting the air through, and the RB is going to try and go up the inside of Les Combs at turn 5, but the Ferrari holds on down towards Malmedy at turn 7. And it is GXRS Goblin holding on to that position. What about Dangerous Dave and Adam Fleetwood? Up towards the bus stop chicane we go. And Dangerous Dave was looking for a little move. Thought better of it though. Isman, remember, on the mediums he is. He's still not pitted. Just looking at the interval to the leader. Oh, and Bradders is thrown Jonathan into the bus stop chicane, and through goes Bradders. He does wiggle. I don't know if he's apologising. I'm not sure. What about Demir on Goblin? Oh, and look at this. What a move from Ortron trying to go around the outside of the RB. You don't, that's an unconventional way of overtaking, but he tried it, and fair play to him. Carlos Sainz picking up a time penalty. Bradders is now clear, and this is where he'll try and make his move. But look at Jonathan, the two Red Bulls are behind him. The gap is still 15 seconds. Isman only 1.5 behind Jordan, and remember, Isman's on the mediums. This is strange. You'd think that of 14 laps on the mediums, they would be completely falling off now, and the hards would be running away. But Isman's actually closing up the gap to Jordan in front, which I just can't believe that. Isman is driving one hell of a race here. So through Paul Frere, we are on lap 14 of 22. The Aston Martin driver on the back of the Haas down towards Blanchimont. And in towards the bus stop chicane we go. What about Ortron on the back of Demir, who's on the back of Goblin? These have had a very tasty battle for a number of laps now. In towards Buhon at turn 10. But it is Goblin that is just holding on. Remember, Isman doesn't have a time penalty up front as well. So you have to take that into consideration. When does the rain come though? When does the rain arrive here in Spa? Here comes Dangerous Dave on Adam Fleetwood. He's absolutely flying. Down towards turn 5 we go. And Dangerous Dave is into the podium places. Adam Fleetwood will settle back in behind him. Here comes Demir as well, and Ortron on Goblin. And it is Demir that goes around the outside into the bus stop chicane. The Ferrari leaves him the space up the inside. Ortron tries to get the better exit on the RB. He does get the better exit up towards La Source. The Mercedes will have the inside line going in towards turn 1. Demir goes late on the brakes and just opens up the door for the Mercedes. Has a huge snap and nearly collides with the Mercedes AMG Petronas driver of Ortron. Wow, he is still going to have DRS though. Banana with a penalty now. Dangerous Dave is flying. Adam Fleetwood starting to fall off and out of that DRS range. Ali on the back of Carlos Sainz around the outside as they go in towards Brussels and down towards the corner with no name. And he does go through the corner with no name. And it is Ali that moves up to P10 and through on the Spaniard. Nana on his teammate. Let's just have a look at the interval to the leader now. 13.4 for Bradders. And the two Red Bull drivers in P8 and P9. Adam Fleetwood is back within DRS range of Dangerous Dave. Isman needs that rain as soon as possible. The person that doesn't need that rain as soon as possible is Bradders. Ali, who's that? That's Demir that spun it. Demir is into the wall. Oh, and the Bosnian loses an M plate. And that is Banana through on his teammate. Jonathan just letting him through. And that is what you call teamwork. Archer through on Goblin in towards the bus stop chicane. Can Goblin come back at him? Gets the better exit. And the Ferrari driver will stay in front of the Mercedes for now. But it is the Mercedes that has DRS, but he'll be a bit patient with this one. No, he's not. He's going to lunge up the inside. Oh, sorry, I went to the wrong camera angle. And Archer is through. He's trying to move over. He's gone too early here, the Mercedes driver. And Goblin will take it right back out of his hands. Oh, my God. Archer slams on the brakes into a Rouge. And was that to try and get DRS? Because the DRS detection point is a lot earlier than that. So it is Goblin that got it. Bradders now on the back of Phoenix Grey. He got a really good exit. These two have had a lot of history. And the rain is here in Spa. The Alpine is through on the RB and up to P6. The interval to the lead now 12.2. But the rain is here, so it's not going to make a difference. And into the pit lane goes Baton. Surely it's early for intermediates, but the laps are so long. The laps are really, really long. So when the rain arrives, by the time you get to the end of the lap, it's basically intermediates, and I'm sure that's what the drivers are thinking. The rain has come onto the intermediates, goes Baton and Phoenix Grey. Archer is through on Goblin. The rain is starting to come down with some force already. You know what? That rain came literally as Baton and Phoenix Grey were coming towards the pit lane. This could be perfectly timed for them. It's good for Isman. Bradders won't be happy with that because it's come a bit late come a bit soon for him. He wanted a few more laps on them fresher tyres. We're on lap 17 of 22. Goblin is through on Carlos Sainz. They're into the pit lane. Goblin has stayed out and he's come out behind Carlos Sainz on the intermediates. Isman is catching up to Jordan, you know. DRS is still enabled. The rain is falling, but it still looks like it's dry tyres. Goblin is through. It is still dry tyres because Goblin is through on Carlos Sainz. Into the pits goes Demir onto the intermediates. BRT Jordan stays out for another lap. That might have just cost him. Isman stays out. Dangerous Dave into the pit lane. Adam Fleetwood into the pits. That could be the winning strategy for the Aston and the Haas. Because BRT Jordan and Isman have stayed out. Are they going to try and go to the end of this Grand Prix? That would be crazy. What about Bradders as well? He might try and stay out till the end of this Grand Prix. Remember, his medium tyres. Let's have a look at tyres. Look, his tyres are so much fresher than the drivers in front. In fact, you can't stay out to the end of the Grand Prix. They've got to pit. So surely they just pit now, no? Oh, I don't know. The dry tyres still look like the faster tyres to be on. This is, you just don't know what's going to happen. Jonathan's come out on fresh mediums. Wow. Jonathan. What a gamble. Yeah, you can see the rain starting to bounce off the circuit now. DRS disabled. That is it. DRS has been disabled. Adam Fleetwood is through on Dangerous Dave. He must have made a mistake and the Haas driver is through. These two are already onto the intermediates. If them tyres are faster than the dries, they could come out in the lead of this Grand Prix. Oh, the drivers are struggling. The drivers are struggling. Luckily for them, Jordan and Isman are nearly at the pit lane. Yeah, they're going to go in. So is Isman. Bradders is staying out. Bradders is going to be the race leader, and he's 12 seconds clear of Adam Fleetwood. This is massive. This is absolutely huge. Bradders could potentially try and get to the end of this Grand Prix. BRT Jordan and Isman on the way out. Here comes Adam Fleetwood. They're going to come out in front of Adam Fleetwood. The undercut didn't work, but he's going to have heat into them intermediate tyres. So Isman and Jordan timed it right. They are only 5 seconds behind Bradders as well. You can see them in the distance. Oh yeah, Bradders is sliding everywhere. He's off the track. Yeah, Adam Fleetwood's narrowed it down to 3 seconds. Remember, no DRS now. Yeah, that is Ali. Jonathan is into the pit lane. He has conceded to them intermediates. Oh, look at that. Jordan's already took 3-4 seconds out of Bradders. Bradders should have pitted. He should have pitted. He would have still been probably in P5. And that is it. Here comes Jordan. Oh, Jordan tries to go for the move up the inside. He's been held up. Here comes Isman. Bradders is still holding on. Jordan goes deep. Isman says thank you very much. And Bradders is all over the place. BRT Jordan picks up another time penalty. This is Isman's race to lose. He's all over the back of Jordan now. On lap 19. Adam Fleetwood is from Bradders. And this could be the end of Bradders' race. He should have pitted onto the intermediates. He went for the gamble. Fair play for it, but it's not paid off here today. Oh, yeah, he's got no grip. And Bradders does go into the pit lane. Oh, he gets a 10-second as well. So down the Kemmel Straight. Looking at penalties, 6 for Jordan, 9 for Adam. So Isman just needs to stay within 6 seconds of BRT Jordan to do a last to first challenge. Here comes Baton on Dangerous Dave. In towards Les comes. And around the outside goes Baton. Dangerous Dave tries to switch it back. But the kick Sauber is through with 2.5 laps to go. Good overtake, that smart racing from Baton and Dangerous Dave. What a Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. What a Grand Prix. It really has had everything. Yellow flags are waving, that's a Ferrari. And Demir onto the gravel. He's just moving out of the way, actually. And Isman is still within a second of Jordan in front. Dangerous Dave still all over the back of Baton. The front two have started to pull away from everybody else. Cinders into the pits. Baton still holding on to P4. He will actually get a podium here, Baton. What a camera angle that is, coming through the bus stop chicane. Isman is within half a second of Jordan. And Dangerous Dave in towards Lassource. Goes later on the brakes. The Aston Martin driver is going to try and switch it back. No, stays around the outside. And down towards Rouge we go. Wheel to wheel. The Aston Martin driver has the speed. Up Rouge into Radalon and down the Kemmel Straight. And it's Dangerous Dave that's in the lead. But back at him comes Baton. Slightly onto the grass. Down the Kemmel Straight we go. The Sauber driver has to slot back in the Aston Martin. Dangerous Dave had a little bit more battery and it showed. Oh, later on the brakes goes Baton, locks up and over the apex. Isman. Oh, look at this from Baton. Down towards Brussels at turn 9. Oh, Tron getting a time penalty. What a drive from Dave and Baton. Remember, this is for a podium, this, between these two. Because Adam Fleetwood has 9 seconds. Mind you, the gap is now 5.7. Adam Fleetwood is absolutely flying. Here comes Isman. Jordan is making a couple of mistakes. Is it the pressure of the Williams behind him? He is piling up that pressure. Yellow flags are waving. And Phoenix Grey has lost a position to Banana. Goblin still on the back of Ortron. It's been like this for the majority of this Grand Prix. The Ferrari driver moves over to the right on the Mercedes down towards turn 5, and the Ferrari driver just backing out. The Mercedes leaves in the space. The Ferrari switches it back in towards Malmedy at turn 7, and Goblin is through. Isman in the Williams. On to the very last lap of the Belgium Grand Prix. Is Isman going to win it on track? He's won it anyway if he stays with him. And the gap now is 6.1. Adam Fleetwood is nearly out of that 9-second range from Dangerous Dave behind. Here comes Isman on Jordan, in towards Les Combs. A slide of the rears from the Mercedes in front. The Williams chasing him down, piling on that pressure. Out of Malmedy at turn 7 we go. Down towards Brussels at turn 10. The Williams driver is looking for an opening. He wants it on track. Through the corner with No Name we go. The Williams of Isman. The Mercedes of Jordan, down towards Pouhon at turn 10. The double left-hander, another slide there by Jordan. He's just drifting around these apexes. Down towards Les Fagnes at turn 12. The Williams hunting him down. 0.2 of a second is the gap. Adam Fleetwood has opened it up to 7 seconds. He needs 9 to keep his podium. In towards Stavelot at turn 14. The Williams is pushing the Mercedes through the corners now. Through Paul Frere at turn 15. And down towards Blanchimont. The Williams is catching him. He's hunting him. He's getting him. Down towards Blanchimont. Through turn 16 and 17 and towards the bus stop chicane we go. Isman nearly got him, but he's going to get it anyway. Through the bus stop chicane, it's Jordan that's going to cross the line first. But here in Belgium, it's Isman that wins the Belgian Grand Prix here in Spa. Adam Fleetwood did one hell of a job and a cracking drive to take P3, but Dangerous Dave, I think, is just going to take it out of his hands, is he? Yeah, he does. And Baton as well. That was close. Dangerous Dave gets a podium. What a Grand Prix. Oh, Ali at his home Grand Prix, just reverse into the line. He does finish in the top 10. What a Grand Prix, what a race. Carlos Sainz does get Jonathan on the line. Well done to all the drivers. A very tricky circuit, a very difficult Grand Prix. But it is Isman that wins from the back of this Grand Prix. So there you have it, Isman on the top step. Well done to the drivers. Let's go through the very final standings of round 12. So it is Isman, the Dutchman, that wins in the Williams from P17. He did a back to front. He completed it as well. BRT Jordan in the Mercedes takes P2. Dangerous Dave takes P3 from P16 as well. Baton was a driver of the day race, but you can't give it anybody else but Isman. Isman is the driver of the day. He's gone from P17 to P1. Adam Fleetwood from pole position takes P5. Banana takes P6. Phoenix Gray takes P7. Bradders takes P8. Ali Elliott at his home Grand Prix takes P9. Carlos Sainz takes P10. Jonathan does come in through at 11. Goblin in P12. Ortron at P13, Cinders P14, Demir P15, Danny Cool in P16, and Little Drips in P17. What a race. Well, that is it, guys. I will be with you next week, next Monday, because I can't do Tuesdays anymore, so you are going to have me for the foreseeable future for commentary on Monday nights instead of Tuesdays. Callum is going to be back on Tuesdays, who's a bloody brilliant commentator. So yeah. I'm sure you guys will be in good hands in the Alonso-Division. But thank you so much for tuning in and supporting. As always, guys, if you want to join MSC !Discord in the chat, everybody, thank you so much for supporting in the Twitch chat. Honestly, I look at the comments and I massively appreciate it. Honestly, it means a lot. A great community to be a part of. Thank you to MSC for having me. Have a good week, everybody, and I'll see you next week.
saving.